Let's be honest, most Elementor tutorials on YouTube either move too fast or build layouts that look old, basic, and useless in real life. You watch for hours and still don't feel the confident to build a modern website on your own. But that ends today. This is not a basic demo like 100 other Elementor tutorials. This is your Elementor Masterclass. I started exactly where you are today. No background, no degree, no fancy setup. Fast forward to today, freelancing, client projects, affiliate sites, YouTube, online courses. All of it started from learning how to build a website with WordPress and Elementor. One skill, that's it. No luck, no magic, just learning something real that businesses need every single day. And I want you to understand this clearly. If you only run after money, you'll quit the moment it feels hard. If you commit to learning a high-value skill, money will have a reason to follow you. So in this video, I'm going to show you a basic boring layout. This is a full Elementor masterclass. In this one tutorial, you'll learn how to build a modern, premium quality landing page from scratch. Use Elementor properly, containers, spacing, typography, colors, create smooth animations, hover effects, and pro-level sections. Make everything look clean on desktop, tablet, and mobile. Think like a real web designer, not just drag and drop and hope for the best. To make it practical, we'll build a gym or fitness landing page together. But listen carefully. This is not about only gym website. This is about learning a complete system. After finishing this masterclass, you'll be able to build landing pages for agencies, coaches, SaaS, restaurants, doctors, real estates, online courses, any niche you want. From now on, you see a website and you like it, you'll be like, I know how to recreate this with Elementor, pixel by pixel. And here's my promise. I will not waste your time. If at the end of this video, you feel like you didn't learn anything valuable, you can just dislike this video, unsubscribe, and tell me honestly in the comments. That's how confident I am about this masterclass. Just give me your next 2 to 3 hours with full focus, because this one session can be the starting point of your own story. And one more important thing, once your landing page is ready, I'll also show you how to find clients online. So you can use this skill to make money the right way, with confidence, not just guesswork. So without wasting another second, let's begin. I'm your friend Taimur Nishat, and together we're about to learn WordPress and Elementor the correct way. Alright, we'll be creating our awesome website in easy 4 steps. First, I'll show you how to get your own domain name and web hosting. I will also provide you with a 78% discount link. Even if you're watching this tutorial to just learn, I still recommend getting your own web hosting because it can actually help you get clients. I'll explain you how at the end of this tutorial. Then how to install WordPress. Then how to install a free theme and a free page builder. Finally, we'll start creating our amazing landing page. Also, I'll be adding a timestamp in the description so you can always jump into the necessary part you need. Like if you already have your own domain name and web hosting, you can skip part 1. And if you have installed WordPress inside of your web hosting, you can skip part 2 as well. You can just jump into step number 3 by following the timestamp. Alright, let's now start with the step number 1, which is to get your domain name and web hosting.
So first of all, what is a domain name? Domain name is basically your website address, like Facebook has facebook.com, Amazon has amazon.com, we have jimfahaddigital.com. Similarly, for your website, you need an address that will be yourwebsitename.com. And what is web hosting? Web hosting is the storage space for your website. All the images, all the texts you'll have in your website, all will be stored on your own web hosting. As you are owning your own web hosting, so there won't be any limitation. You can run ads, you can upload any text or images, you can upload any themes or plugins you want. You are in charge of your own website. Now, how to get your own web hosting with a free domain name. So first, just click on this very first link in the description below this video, or you can just go to jimfahaddigital.com/best host. And this will take you to a special discounted Hostinger page. But why Hostinger? In my opinion, Hostinger is the most affordable and also the fastest web hosting provider available. Just have a look into their Trustpilot reviews. People are super happy with their hosting speed, affordable pricing, and customer support. Now, from here, you can change the language if you want. Maybe you speak Spanish, Portuguese, or Hindi. You can select your language from here. One thing I also want to say is that this page changes quite often. In fact, they probably change it once a month. So if the banner or interface looks different, don't worry, don't panic. This happens quite often. It's the same website. Let's scroll down a bit. You'll find all the different plans. By the way, we can see 4 plans here, but sometimes you may see 3 plans here. Just don't worry because you can create your website with any of these plans. But as you are starting out, I recommend taking this premium or business plan. With both of these plans, you can create up to 100 websites. For example, today you're creating a portfolio website, tomorrow you want to create a business website, and next week you want to create an e-commerce website. So you don't need to purchase hosting each time. You can create all the websites within this same web hosting plan. So here with the premium plan, you'll get 100 GB of storage. With the business plan, you'll get 200 GB of storage. And with any of these plans, you'll get all the features like unlimited free SSL. So all of your websites would be encrypted and super secure. Unlimited bandwidth, so there won't be any limit how many website visitors you'll have. You can create hundreds of professional email addresses like info@yourwebsite.com or admin@yourwebsite.com, like really professional email addresses like this. Free automatic website migrations. So if you want to move your existing website from another hosting provider to Hostinger, just contact Hostinger support. They'll transfer it on behalf of you for free. Then free domain. Yes, like I said, you'll get a domain name for free. And that's not all. You'll also get tons of WordPress features like one-click WordPress installations, free one-click Google integrations. It'll help your website monetize with Google AdSense and significantly improve its SEO. They have added awesome AI features as well. So you can create website contents using Hostinger AI very easily. Now let's talk about security. Personally, I'm very serious about website security, and Hostinger just nailed it with all of these features like Cloudflare protected name servers, malware scanners, and all these. I've had very bad experiences with other web hosting providers. We have so many malware attacks, and we had to pay the hosting providers additionally to use their other security tools. But here in the Hostinger, you're getting all of these security tools for free. Now, let's select a plan. And like I said, you can take any of these plans based on your needs. If you are just starting out and on a budget, the premium plan is a great option. Also, you can always upgrade later. However, if you ask me, I'd recommend the business plan. Here's why. NVMe storage. SSDs are great, but NVMEs are incredibly fast. Free CDN. This feature can make your website load up to 40% faster. Daily backups. This is my favorite feature of the business plan. This ensures your data is safe and secure every day. Okay, so let's click here on choose plan. Alright, first you can select the hosting period. 48 months, which is 4 years, then 24 months, 12 months, and 1 month. I don't recommend the 1 month plan since it costs around $14 per month, which is way too expensive. Instead, you can go for 12 months, 24 months, or 48 months. If you ask me, the 48-month plan is the best deal. For the first 4 years, you only pay $3.49 per month, saving you over $500. After that 4 years, the renewal rate is just $8.99 per month. Still very affordable for a hosting up to 100 websites. If you prefer starting smaller, you can choose the 12 months plan, which costs $3.99 per month for the first year. After that, it renews at $13.99. But remember, the longer the initial term, the bigger the discount you'll get when you renewing. If you can afford it, I highly recommend choosing this 48-month plan. It gives you the most savings and locks in the lowest rate for 4 years. But wait, there is more. You can click on have a coupon code and enter my special code, which is JFD10. Once you apply it, you'll get a 78% discount. As we have applied the coupon code, if we take a look at here, the 48 months plan drops to 3.14 per month and the 12 months plan becomes 3.59 per month. Can you believe we're getting super fast web hosting with a free domain name for an entire year for just $43? What an amazing deal, right? For this tutorial, I'm selecting the 12 months plan. So let's click continue. Now let's quickly create a Hostinger account. From here, either you can continue with Google or you can just use your email address. So I'm going to use mine. And make sure you use your best email address because later all the verification code will be sent to this email. Now let's put a really strong password. Alright, now let's click continue. Alright, after successfully signing in, now we're here. You can fill up all these informations like your name, country, and then details, and then click continue. Now you see, you can pay using credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, or even you can pay using cryptocurrency. Also, you may see more different local payment options based on your country. So here, I'm putting my card information, and then just click on submit payment. Now, after successfully completing the payment, you may see some onboarding like this. But for some reason, if you don't see this or accidentally your tab is deleted during the payment process, you can just go to hostinger.com. Then click on login. And you will be inside your Hostinger's control panel. And now all you gotta do is go to our email inbox and you'll see an email from Hostinger says verify your email address. Just open it and click verify email. Now the email will be verified and you will be again inside the control panel. From here, click on this continue creating or migrating a website. Click on this continue button. And again, we will be on the same onboarding we have started with. So from here, I'm just gonna skip these surveys. Just click skip. And here it says, do you want to create or migrate a website? So as we are creating a website, I'm going to check this one. Create a website. Now just click next. So this is the option to create a WordPress website. So make sure you select the WordPress from here instead of this Hostinger website builder and click next. And here's the login details for your WordPress account. First of all, you can change the language. Then you can change the email address for the WordPress account and also the password. So I'm gonna leave this email address here and I'm gonna enter a really strong password. Alright, now let's click next. And here it says what type of website do you want to build. So instead of choosing anything from here, I'm just gonna click on this create blank site. And here's the exciting part. We got a free domain name from Hostinger. We can claim a free domain name from here. So here we can search for any domain name available. You can choose any domain name that fits your vision or business, like you can just type yourbusiness.com or yourname.com. And here you can check if this domain name is available or not. Alright, so I'm just gonna search a domain name for me. I just typed it and we can see this is available with the .com extension. You can choose any extension like .in, .me, .net. I'm going to choose the .com extension because it looks more professional and legit. Okay, just click on here. And after selecting it, just click next. And here we have to register our domain name real quick. So from here, just click on this next step. And of course, make sure this is your own country. Alright, next step. And it says your domain name will be registered using these details. So make sure every information is correct. So from here, I'm selecting my division, Dhaka, and also the city and address. Then I'm gonna put my zip code. I'm gonna type in my phone number and finish registration. and you'll see an onboarding like this. It says, where is your targeted audience located? You can select any country from here. I'm just gonna select United States, Arizona, and now click next. Now it says it's installing the WordPress. This loading can take up to 1 or 2 minutes. And now it says it's ready to go. It's time to build your online success. And here let's hold up for a moment because it's redirecting us into the WordPress. Alright, so this is our WordPress dashboard. And by the way, for some reason, it did not redirect you here. You can always just go to your hosting or control panel, then go to the websites. And now inside the control panel, we have to enable some settings. It seems overwhelming, but it's too easy. We just have to enable 1 or 2 settings. So from here, just click on this dashboard. Then click on this WordPress overview. And just make sure you have enabled this force HTTPS. After enabling this, click on this WordPress admin. And this is again redirecting us into the WordPress. So finally, we are at our WordPress admin panel or the dashboard. Here, I'm gonna make you familiar with all the necessary options like posts, media, comments, appearance, plugins, tools, and more. But before we start to do anything, let's clean up our dashboard a bit. Because personally, I like to work in a clean environment or a clean interface. Like we can close this welcome pop-up, then we can minimize these unnecessary widgets, or we can just click on this screen options and deselect everything one by one from here. And everything will be distraction free. And also let's click on this plugins option. In the plugins, you'll see by default you are having some plugins. In your case, it can be any plugins, but if you are new to WordPress, doesn't matter what plugins you are having right now, just select everything like this. Then from the bulk actions, select the deactive option. Then click on this apply. And every plugin is deactivated. Now let's select all of them again. Now from this bulk actions, select the delete. Now apply. Then click OK. And all the unnecessary plugins will be deleted. Alright, now let's see some other basic settings like how can you change your username or password. So hover over this users, then click profile. So you can see so many options are here like this admin's color scheme. You can change the whole dashboard color using this, but I'm not gonna use any color template because only we are able to see this admin color. Just pick a comfortable one for yourself, okay? So now let's scroll down and you'll see the language option here. From the language, you can choose any language you want. There's so many options here, alright? But I'm gonna just keep it site default, which is English. Then you get to set your first name, last name. I'm gonna set mine. Then also you can set your nickname. Then this option, which is display name publicly as. So this is a bit important one because you can see there are so many variations. So from here, I'm gonna choose this full name variation because this display name will be shown as an author name on all of your posts you will be creating on your website. So basically you're selecting your author name, okay? So let's scroll down. Then we have this email address, then website address. I'm not gonna mess with these right now. So let's scroll down and you'll see the new password option. Just click on this set new password to pick a password for the login of this dashboard, okay? And right here, this is suggesting a really strong password, but you can just type your own password if you want. So I'm gonna click on this hide and type my own password. After typing, although this is saying medium, but I'm totally okay with it. So I'm gonna scroll down and click on this update profile. Now every changes we have made here will be saved, okay? Now let's go ahead and do some other basic settings. Hover over the settings, go to general. So here you get to set the site title, which is this title right here. So you can just easily change it like this and it will be instantly changed here. And on the tagline, you can actually put some meaningful stuff like anything that describes your website or sells your website, like best clothing website or best booking website. It really depends on your business, okay? After, let's scroll down. Here we have the time zone setting. You can set the time zone according to your location from here, okay? Also, you can set the date format, time format in between. So these settings are necessary if you write blogs for your website. So your blog's published date and time will be really accurate, okay? So let's scroll down and save the changes. Now I'm going to show you a really important settings, which is this permalink settings. Click on this permalinks, and here we can see the permalink structure. We have plain, day and name, month and name. In your case, by default, it can be set to plain or anything from here, but I highly recommend you to choose this post name permalink because I'm going to show you an example. So this is our domain name, right? So imagine on your website, you are having a page, like an about page, okay? So if I choose this post name permalink, it will be nicely looking like this. Your domain name slash a page name or a post name, okay? But instead, if I choose this plain permalink, your address bar will look something like your website name.com slash some bizarre numbers and weird characters. So choosing the post name permalink makes your address bar look really clean and human readable. Okay, so make sure you select this and save the changes from here. Alright, so at this point, I'm gonna make you familiar with two basic terms. One is the back end of your website, and one is the front end of your website. Everything you are seeing until now, every option, every content, every settings is part of the back end website. And if you want to see your front end website, you can just hover over the site title, click on this visit site. I'm just gonna open it on a new tab. Let's go to the tab. So this is our front end website, and whole world can see this portion of your website. People cannot see any of these settings, any of these pages we are seeing as an admin, but they can only see the front end website, which is right now looking like this, but we can turn this front end website into anything we like from our dashboard, right? So now I'm going to show you a way to change the look and feel of your front end website. Let's go back to the dashboard and hover over the appearance, then click on this themes. In the themes, we have multiple items like 2025, 2024, 2023. These are all individual themes. And currently, this 2025 theme is activated, which we can see in our front-end website. But for example, if I activate this 2024 theme, click Activate, then go to our front-end website and refresh. Now you see our whole front-end website is looking completely different, right? So this is one of the way to change the look and feel of our website. But using only theme to build our website or design our website is not enough. We don't have 100% control over our website design. So instead, we're going to be using a powerful page builder. And I think you already know what is the most powerful page builder for WordPress. Yes, it is Elementor Page Builder. So to get the Elementor Page Builder's free account, you can just go to jimfahaddigital.com, and I'm gonna put the link of this page in the description. So from here, just scroll down and you'll see this important links. Under here, just click on this Get Elementor Free version. You'll just land on the official Elementor's website. From here, if you scroll down, you'll see we have different plans for Elementor Pro version. Although we're gonna be using Elementor Free version for this tutorial, but let me just give you a quick tour of the Elementor Pro version. So with this essential plan, you get 57 Pro widgets for Elementor Page Builder. But on the Elementor Free version, you don't get any of these Pro widgets. Then you get the theme builder, which is really important for making header and footer in the WordPress. Then things like dynamic content, form builder. However, some features are missing on this essential plan, like pop-up builder, custom code. So if we take a look on this advanced solo plan, we actually get 86 Pro widgets. That means we're getting all the Pro plugins Elementor Page Builder has, as well as all the features Elementor Pro version offers. Things like pop-up builder, e-commerce features, and many more advanced stuff. But with this advanced solo plan, you can create one website and use Elementor Pro version within that website. But if you just spend $2 more, you can get advanced plan, which is the most popular plan. You can create up to 3 websites, as well as all the features we're getting with the previous ones. But if you want to go to the next level, let's say you are a freelancer or an agency owner, you can actually consider buying this expert plan. With the expert plan, you can create up to 25 websites. Then things like 24/7 premium support and all the features. But if you want to go one step ahead, you can switch to this 1000. So just for $33, you can create up to 1000 websites. If you're a freelancer or agency owner, I think you really know the importance of creating multiple websites, right? So you can go with this one if you are planning something big. But if you are a beginner, I actually recommend you to choose this advanced plan. It has all the features you're gonna be needing for creating a really stunning website. And also this plan actually billed annually. You have to pay just $99 today, and for 1 year, you don't have to pay anything at all. Alright, so if you want to get it, just click on this buy now. And here you can easily complete the checkout process. Okay, now let's go back and scroll up since we're using the Elementor free version. So let's go and create an Elementor free account. So click on this Elementor, then click on login, and click on this create an account. So you can sign up with anything like Google, Facebook account, Apple account, and of course you can use your own email address. Click on here, just enter your email address, then choose a really strong password, and just click on create my account. And after successfully signing up, you'll be in the Elementor's dashboard, which means you're logged in. Okay, so for now I'm gonna close this tab and go back to our dashboard. And now it's time to get the Elementor page builder as a plugin. Okay, so click on this plugins. We don't have anything right now, so click add new plugin. And this is our plugin store. You can find thousands of plugins from here. So also you can search plugins. Just search Elementor. And this is the Elementor page builder by elementor.com. As you can see, this has 10 million plus active installations as well as really good reviews. So I'm just gonna click install now. And after installing, click on this activate. And it will show some onboarding from Elementor. To skip this, just click on this close button. Alright, now let's go back to the plugins. And we're gonna add more plugins into our WordPress. Since we're using the Elementor free version, that's why we'll be needing some extra plugins to fill up some missing features. Okay, so just click add new plugin. And first search for Elements Kit. Just search it like this. And you'll find this Elements Kit Elementor add-ons by WP-Met. Install it. So this plugin will basically add some add-ons or widgets into our Elementor page builder. Okay, then after search Jeg Elementor, and you'll see this Jeg Elementor kit from Jeg theme. This is also a nice plugin to add some more widgets and add-ons. Okay, install it, and final one will be Met Form. You'll see this, just install it. So this is basically from WP-Mate, same as this one, and this adds really amazing widgets to make forms like contact form, many type of forms, you know. Alright, so we have installed all the plugins. Now let's go to the plugins, and now we have to active these new plugins. So I'm gonna select all of them, then from the bulk actions select activate, then apply, and every plugin will be activated. Okay, and after activating the plugins, as you can see on the left side, some new options has been added, like this Met Form, then Elementor template, Elements Kit. We'll go through everything from here. Okay, but first we have to go to our appearance and themes, and we have to add a new theme. So click on this add new theme, and this is our theme store. We can find thousands of themes here. Okay, so from here just search Hello Elementor, and you'll find this Hello Elementor theme. Just install it and activate this. Now if we go to the themes, the Hello Elementor theme is activated. If we go to the front-end website and refresh, we can see we're having a new theme. But if you are thinking that what's special in this theme, right? Because this is looking really boring and empty. So the thing is, we're not gonna use any theme to design our website. We're using theme because we have to. So I just installed this really lightweight theme that has nothing at all, no unnecessary features or design. And using this lightweight theme and Elementor page builder, we can turn our front-end website into a masterpiece. Okay, so let's go back to the themes and we can actually delete all of these unnecessary themes. So just click on this theme details and click delete. Click OK. It will be gone. So do the same for the other ones. Delete and delete. Alright, so we are just left with this Hello Elementor theme. Alright, so to change our front-end website the way we want, we have to create pages. So let's go to the pages. In the pages, we can see some default pages here like privacy policy and a sample page. So if we just click on this preview of this page, we can actually see the page in here. This is a really basic page with some text and paragraphs. Now let's go back. Also, we can click on this edit to edit content on this page. In here, if we just close this pop-up, so you see, here you can change any heading, any text really manually, okay? Then after we finished, we can just publish it and it will be just updated, okay? So now let's go back, click on this WordPress icon. So in here, I don't need these page for our website now. So I'm just gonna select all of them from the bulk action, click on this move to trash and apply. Alright, now I'm gonna add a new page. So click on add new page. And here, I'm gonna add a title for our page, home, okay? After just adding the title, I'm gonna publish it. So this is a really empty page, nothing is there right now, okay? But if we go to the front-end website and refresh, we still don't see any home page we have just created, right? But we should have seen the home page as a default page of our website. So if someone just go to our domain name, for example, I open it on a private tab and go to the domain name, it should first land on our home page, right? But instead, this is showing a random post. So let's just click close. So we can change that. Go back to the dashboard, and to make our home page default, scroll down in here. Under the settings, go to the reading. And under this, your home page displays, instead of your latest posts, which is this, a random post, just select a static page. And under the home page, select the home we have just created. Okay, now scroll down and save the changes. And now if we just go to our front-end website and refresh, we can see instead of any random post, we can see our empty home page. Okay, I know it's still nothing exciting, but trust me, we'll turn our homepage into a stunning website. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard, then go to the pages and open our homepage, because we have to edit the homepage to make it look really good. So from here, click on this edit with Elementor. And editing your page with Elementor only gives you the superpower. So from here, let's close this notification. So finally, we are in the Elementor page builder where the real fun begins. So I'm gonna make you familiar with all the basic things here. So first, on the right side, if you notice, this is having exactly same content as our front-end website, right? It is having a simple heading and a simple footer. And on this middle box, we can add widgets from the left side to make new elements for our website, and everything will be shown on our front-end website, okay? So let's take a look on the left side here. So here we can see some things like heading, image, text editor, video, button. All of these are Elementor's element or Elementor widget. And if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll find this Pro dropdown. In the Pro, you'll see all the advanced plugins like carousel, gallery, price table, then many e-commerce features. So basically all the advanced stuff, but these are locked right now because we're only using the Elementor free version. To use this one, we gotta get the Elementor Pro. Okay, so as we are not having the Pro version, we gotta stick to these basic widgets and some of the widgets from the plugins we have downloaded separately. Okay, so here let's try something basic. Like we can add this container widget in here. So this adds a basic box. You can control the width of this box. You can control the height of this box. And if you want, you can actually color this whole box. You just gotta go to this Style tab. And under this background type, click Classic. And on the color, click here. And from this color picker, you can pick any color you want. You can use the sliders and knobs to just pick any color, or you can just type any color code if you want. Alright, so here, I just color this box. Now inside this box, we can add more elements. So we can just click on this plus or this plus right here to load all the widgets. Now from here, let's say we add this heading widget. It adds a basic text. You can triple click here on the text to change the text, or you can just change it right from here. Like this. And to really style this text, we gotta go to the Style tab. And here we got some settings like alignment. Using this, we can make the text left, right, or center. Okay, then we got this typography. If you click on this pencil, you can edit the typography of this text. Like you can change the font family, font size, weight, everything. So on the font family, you'll find so many amazing font styles, and also we can search for the font. Like from here, if you select this one, it will be changed instantly like this. And also you can search for the fonts. One of my favorite font is Poppins. I'm searching it and selecting it. You see, it just changed the font family. Okay, and also we can adjust the size of this whole text using this size slider like this. And also we can put any specific number like 60 pixel. Then with this weight, we can control the font's weight. We can make it thin, we can make it really thick. Lower number will make it thinner, higher number will make it bolder. Okay, also we have this transform. We can make this text to fully uppercase or fully lowercase or capitalized, anything we like. Then with the style, we can make the text italic or normal. Then with the decoration, we can get an underline, overline, or line through. Then with the line height, we can resize the text line like this. Then with this letter spacing, we can literally add space between each of the letters. Similarly with the word spacing, we can add space between each of the words. Cool, right? Alright, so I'm just gonna delete all the values to make it all default. Okay, now click on this pencil again to close this typography. Then we have this text color. Using this, you can just change the text color to any color you want. Like here, I'm changing it to dark orange type of color. Okay, now let's add more elements in here. Click on the plus. Let's say I add this text editor. So the text editor widget is also a text widget, but this is usually used to have paragraph or bigger text like this. Okay, so you can change the text right from here. And of course, we can go to the Style tab to style the paragraph, like make the alignment center, make the text color to anything you like. Then also the typography is the same as the other text widgets. You can change anything from here. Now let's add other type of element. So click here, scroll down. Let's say we add this button here. So it adds a basic button, says click here. You can just change the text right from here, like this. Also, you can add any link on this button. For example, you add linkedin.com/your profile. So if anyone clicks on this button, it'll just take them to your profile link. Okay, you can put any link like google.com, kitpapa.com. Okay, and also you can style the button in the Style tab. We can make the position center to make the button on the center. Also, we got the typography for the button as well. We can change the font family, we can change the size of the font, and we can see by default this button is having an underline, so we can make the text decoration to none to get rid of the underline. Okay, now let's close it. Then we have this text color for the inner text of this button. We can change it to any color like this. Then this color is the background color of this button, which is right now the green. So you can easily change it to maybe the orange color. Alright, And also you can just match the text color with the background color. Like for the orange color, the white text will look the best. Okay, just like this. Alright, so now we know how to add basic elements like these. Now let's quickly see how we lay out the things in the page. Like let's start from the really basic, adding some space between elements or widgets. So let's click on this text. We can go to the advanced tab and we can use this margin or padding in order to add spaces around the element. Like if we just unlink this margin, we can individually give any value on the each side, like top, right, bottom or left. For instance, I add some value on this bottom, like 100, and you see on the bottom of this element, it's just adding 100 pixel space. Similarly, we can add space on any side, like on the top, I add 50 pixel, it will add a 50 pixel gap on the top. So this way we can just handle gaps and spaces between the elements. And now I'm gonna make you familiar with a really important concept in the website design, which is flexbox concept. So if we take a look at this structure pop-up, we can see some list of widgets here. First, we have this container, which is this whole box, this blue box. Then under that, we have this heading, which is this one. After that, we have added this text editor, which is this. Then finally, this button, right? And one thing you can see, this heading, text editor, and the button is under this container. If we close the container, it closes with it. So if I make any changes on the container layout, these elements will be affected because these elements are the child element of this container. And this container is the parent element of these child elements. So let's say I select the container, then go to the layout. From here, we scroll down. We have this option called direction. If we make it the row, it will place all the item in a row like this, you see? But if I make it on the column, it will place the items in a column, which is actually the default. If we select none of them, the column order is the default one. Also, we have other options like justify content. Using this, we can actually center the whole thing in this box, or make it on the end, make it on the start, anything. Then with the align items, we can place all the items to the left or to the center or to the end like this. Okay. Then using these gaps, we can add gaps between each of the items like this. You see, as I increase the gap between this item is increasing. Alright. So this is how the basic layout works. And of course, we're going to learn really deeply about all the layout and structure later in this tutorial. I'm just adding all of this to give you some brief idea, so you can follow me step by step without any confusion. Okay. So for now, we're gonna just delete everything because I think it's enough giving you theories, and now it's time to show you everything really practically. Okay. So we can delete item by clicking right, and we can click on this delete and the element will be gone. Just right click on it and delete. And also you can just delete the whole container to delete everything within it. And also if you want to undo your action, like you have accidentally deleted anything from this page, you can always hold Ctrl and press Z. And this way you can just undo your action. And also by holding Ctrl and pressing Y, you can redo your actions. Okay. Alright, so right now I'm gonna also get rid of these default text. Okay, so all you gotta do is click on the settings, then scroll down in here. Under the page layout, just select the Elementor canvas. So right now we are having a really empty canvas ready to make our masterpiece. But one thing here, as you know, this tutorial will be hours long. So if you want to invest your next 2 to 3 hours, you can actually watch the full tutorial. But let's say all of you don't have such long time, or you might be on a rush, but still you want to make your website really fast. So in this case, I have another solution for you. You can use Ready template for your website. Using the Ready Elementor template, you can design your website within few clicks. So you can just go to kitpapa.com. You'll find so many ready templates that you can install for your website within 1 or 2 minutes. And all of these templates are made by professionals with years of experience. These are perfect in terms of design and functionality. And also you'll find almost any type of categories you're looking for, like business, agency, portfolio, freelancer, health, medical, education. You can just name it. So from here, we can take a look at a template. Just click here. And as you can see, these templates are really affordable. You can see the price here. And if you scroll down, you'll find all the documentation and a video installation guideline to install this whole template design into your website within 2 minutes. Okay, and also one thing, you can just click on this live demo. And this website will be loaded in this iframe, and you can change the tablet mode, mobile mode to check all the screen sizes. And of course, if you click on this visit site, you can just experience the amazing site in live like this. Alright, now let's go back. So you can buy individual templates like this. But let's say you are a freelancer or an agency owner and you need Elementor templates quite often. In this case, you can actually grab their buy all package. Just click on here. And with the buy all package, you get all the templates Kitpapa has. If you scroll down, you'll see they already have almost 200 plus premium template kits, and they actually 5 new templates per month. That means you're getting all the premium templates and 5 new templates each month. You can potentially earn thousands of dollars using this Elementor templates by making website designs for your clients. So if you want to get this buy all package, I recommend you to take this through this limited time lifetime access, because currently this is having the lowest price, only $49 for all the premium template kits and future updates. So from here, just click on this get all access and click on this checkout and just do the easy checkout process, and all the templates will be available for you. You can just go to any template, like let's say I choose a template from here. We can see this looks like this, right? But once you get the buy all package, instead of this add to cart button, it will show a download button. You can just click on this download to download the file, then watch this 2-minute video guide to install the template for your website. Okay? And also, I know one more website, which is kitninja.com. And on the kitninja.com, you'll see so many premium e-commerce template kits. This is a super shop to buy e-commerce templates. All of these templates are world-class and really unique looking. So if you ever need to buy any e-commerce website, just come to kitninja.com, and with the really affordable price, you can get premium templates here. Alright, now let's go back to the Kitpapa and click on this logo. So from here, I'm gonna search for a template, which is power on, and you'll see this template. This is a super professional fitness and gym landing page. So you can just get all of it just for this affordable price. And after purchasing it, you can just watch this 2-minute video guide to install this design on your website. But if you still want to make the whole thing step by step with me, then let's go back to our Elementor page builder. Okay, so first, I'm gonna add a background color on the whole page because our whole landing page will be dark. And it's really easy, just click on this page settings, go to the style, and we can use this background to add color on the whole page. And on the color, let's add a dark color. So I'm going to type a color code here, 040202. Add this exact color in the color picker and you'll get this color. So our whole page turned into a dark page. Alright, now let's take a container inside this. Click on the plus, add a container here. It'll be added. And by the way, follow the structure pop-up. By following it, you can fully copy me. You can properly see what I'm adding, deleting, editing, everything. Okay, so I'm gonna double click on this container and rename this banner section. And yes, we're gonna start with the banner section of the page because it'll be really easy and straightforward. Okay, so on the banner section, keep the content width boxed. Then let's make the width 1280 pixel. Then let's make the min height 970 pixel. So basically I'm saying that the minimum height of this container should be this long. Okay, now here scroll down and make the gaps 0 because I don't want any gaps inside the container. Now scroll up, go to the advanced. On the margin, let's make it all 0. Then I'll leave this padding and just on the top 104 pixel. So we're basically leaving some space on the top because we're gonna add header part here later. Okay, now first thing I'm gonna add in the banner is a text. I'm going to use this text editor widget. Just drag and drop it here. It'll be added. From here, let's change the text. So I have just added this text. Now let's go to the style to style this text. First here, make the alignment center to make this text on the center. Then let's open the typography. And first, let's select a font family for this. I'm going to search for a font which is called Oswald. And this is a really good looking font, as you can see. Then let's make the size 100 pixel and it'll be this big. Then let's increase the weight of this font. I want to make it bold, so 700. And then I want to use the transform and make it uppercase. And the text will be uppercase like this. After transform, let's make the line height 104 pixel. After that, I'm going to use the layer spacing. But first, I'm going to select the EM and just type -0.02. And it'll be a little bit compact like this. Nice. Now let's close this typography. And now let's add a text color. Click here. Let's add a color code. FF6F00. We'll have a nice orange color. Now, before moving ahead, I want to do a really cool thing. Let's go to the content. And as this text editor is a rich text editor, we can do many things here. What I'm going to do is select this workshop word, then click on this toolbar toggle, then click on this text color. Then I'm going to select the custom, and we can actually type a custom color here. But I'm just going to select a really simple white color and click OK. And only this word will be white color. And it's looking really cool here. So this is a trick you can use to change the color on any text, okay? Now let's go to the advanced tab. Unlike the margin, just on the top, 41 pixel. Then make the padding all 0. And then on this width, select the custom option. And on this custom width, select the pixel and type 787. And the text width will be like this. So you can just simply control the width of this text like this, but I'm going to keep it specific 787. Now after using the custom width, we can see the text is on the left. But if we make the align self center, the text will be on the center again. And this text is looking really cool already. You can see if we just close this panel, we can see the whole website look. Super cool stuff. Let's open it back. Okay, after the text, let's add more stuff. So we can click on here. And this time, I'm going to add an image widget. So I'm just dragging it and dropping it after the text. It'll be here. Now we can select any image from here. It'll open the media library, although we don't have any images in here. By the way, if you want to use all the images I'm going to be using in this tutorial, you can just go to the jimfahaddigital.com. Link is in the description. And under the important links, you'll find the download the resources I've used in the tutorial. Just click here and just download the file from the Google Drive. Click here. And after unzipping the file, you'll find all the images in the folder. So let's go back to the Elementor. And in here, we're just going to simply upload all of our images. We can just select all the images like this, except for this SVG folder. We're going to talk about it later. So just select all the images like this. Simply drag and drop in this pop-up. And all the images will start to upload. Let's wait for a moment. Okay, so all the images has been uploaded. So from here, we need this image. This is called banner1.png. Select it like this and click on the select. And this image will be loaded here nicely. Now let's place this image perfectly. So first thing we're going to do is make the image resolution full to make sure we get the highest quality image. Now let's go to the advanced, and from the width, just select the full width. Then scroll down and let's make the position absolute. And after making it absolute, this image is a free, so we can just take it anywhere by hand like this. But of course we don't want like this. So let's undo. If you scroll down more, you'll see all the orientation settings, like horizontal orientation, offset and all. So first, let's keep the horizontal orientation to left, then offset 0. Vertical orientation to bottom, and this image will be placed right here. And you can see this image is over this text. But I want this image on the background of this text. So you can select this text, and on the advanced tab, scroll down. If we make the Z index 1 or 2, it'll be more forward than this image. Nice. So now the banner is looking like this. And now let's add some additional graphics around the banner to make it even cooler. So simply you can take an image widget right after this image. So we can select this image like this, click on this plus and click on this image, and the image widget will be added right after this. Okay, now let's select one. And here we have all these images. From here, you'll find this fire1.png image. Just select this. And it'll be added here, although we cannot see the image because this image is covering that image. So what I'm going to do is select the first image, which is this. Go to the advanced, scroll down, and make the z index -5. And this image will be all the way to the background. Okay, now we can see this texture image. And let's place it nicely here. So go to the advanced, make it position absolute, and it will be free to take anywhere like this. But I'm going to type exact value here. So first make the horizontal orientation left, offset, keep it 0, vertical orientation top, and offset 153 pixel. And this graphics will be exactly here. Okay, now let's add one more like this. So let's select this image, go to the plus, click on this image, and for this one select, and somewhere here you'll find the fire2.png. It'll be added, and let's place it nicely using position absolute. Make it horizontal to right, offset 0, vertical top, and offset 206 pixel. It'll be exactly here. So these images are adding more depth in the design. Now let's add one more layer to make it fulfilled. So for that, I'm going to add a container. Click on container, it'll be added here, and I'm going to rename this animated overlay. And basically renaming anything doesn't do anything functionally, but I'm just renaming everything to keep it organized. Okay, so on the animated overlay, first make it full width here, keep the weight 100%, but make the min height first from the property. Select this pencil icon, and this field will come up. Just type here 100%. So we're making sure that if we add anything in this container, the container will be 100% long. Now scroll down, make the gaps 0, and then go to the style tab. Now I'm going to click on this background type classic, and instead of choosing any color, I'm going to click on this image. That's mean we can select any image as background of any container. So from here, I'm going to select this bg1.png. The texture will be here, but we cannot see it properly yet. So scroll down, make the image resolution full, make the position center, and make the repeat Y, and display size cover. And now we can see the texture a little bit, but it's not complete yet. So now scroll up, go to the advanced, make the padding 0. Now scroll down, I'm going to make it position absolute. Then keep the horizontal left, offset 0, vertical top, offset 0. And make the z index 5. And the texture will be added here, as you can see. This is adding even more depth into the design. So basically our banner section is looking like this. This is already looking like an eye candy, but now I'm going to do the coolest thing. I'm going to actually animate these textures and graphics to bring life into our design. And trust me, it'll be really easy. So let's move ahead. So to animate these graphics like flames and fires, we gotta use some simple custom CSS. And to use custom CSS in the Elementor free version, we gotta use a trick. Click on this plus and search HTML, and you'll find this widget. And add this widget in here, and this HTML widget will be added with a container. So I'm gonna double click on the container and rename it custom code just to keep it organized. Okay, so let's select this HTML, and on this field we gotta add our code. But don't worry, I'm not gonna teach you any complex coding or anything. So to get the code, just go to the jimfahaddigital.com, link is in the description, and from here you'll find all the code I'm going to be using. And it's all about copying and pasting. So first we have this portion of code. This is called hide horizontal overflow for the entire page. So we basically first need this code to add some basic styling on our website. So from here we can select and copy, or click on this copy to clipboard icon. It will be copied. Now let's go back and just add the code in this field. Okay, so after adding, nothing happens, but we gotta add this code to add more code here. Okay, so after adding this, go back there, and right after this portion of code, you'll find this title, background effect, style CSS. And from here, I'm gonna copy the whole code, then go back and add the code in the code base, but inside the style tag. Just add some space like this and add the code. Okay, after adding this code, go back there, and right after title background CSS, you'll have title background class name, which is this. Just copy this class name, go back, and now select this text editor. Now from here we cannot select the text editor because the text is appearing a bit backward, so we can just use the structure to select the text editor, then go to the advanced, scroll down. On the CSS classes, just add the copied class name. And after adding it, you can see this text is having some textures, and this is looking so cool. So this is how we use custom CSS to add really cool effects on anything. Okay, now it's time to do main thing, which is animating these graphics. So go back to the JFD, scroll down, and you'll find this Fire Animation Style CSS. And we need this code to animate our fire graphics. So from here, just copy to clipboard, then go back to the home, select the custom CSS widget, and inside the code base, the same way, add some space and add the code. After adding, we gotta copy the class name, go back, scroll down, you'll find Fire Animation Style CSS, and copy this fire-bg first. Then select the first fire image, which is this, and under the advanced tab, add that class name in the CSS classes. And you'll see this graphics is started to animate. It's actually looking like a real fire now. Okay, so let's select the second image and do the same, just add the same class name here, and this image will also start to animate. But after this one, I'm gonna add one more thing. Go back there and copy this delay -6x and add it right after this code. Just add a space and add it like this. Now this one will show a little bit delay than this one. Okay, so overall adding a nice effect. Okay, now it's time to animate the flames here. Okay, it'll be really cool. So go back there again, and if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find this background object animation. We need this code, copy, go back, add it to the code base here, go back and select this hero, copy, go back and select this animated overlay and add the class name in the CSS classes. And if we just close it, we can see the flame is dropping like this, looking super cool overall. So with this, we're basically done with our banner section. But one thing, we gotta make it fully responsive, because in the desktop mode this is looking perfect, but if we go to the tablet mode, we can see we need some work here. Then on the mobile mode, we definitely need some work here, right? So let's do it. It'll be really easy. First, let's switch to the tablet mode. So if anyone opens this landing page on the tablet, it'll be looking like this. This is looking not really bad, but we still have to fix it. Okay, so the first goal is to not cover the whole screen with this text. So first we can select the banner section, and on the layout we have this min height, right? So instead of this, I'm going to change it to 677. And now this is looking bad. We have to select the text editor and decrease the size of this text. So go back to the style and typography, make the font size 50 pixel, and we gotta change the line height also. So on the line height, just make it 1.4 em. It'll be like this. But also let's go to the advanced and decrease the custom width, make it like 594 pixel, and this will be looking perfect. Okay, so our tablet screen is looking great. We can see the text, we can see the image at the same time. Okay, now let's go to the mobile mode, and in the mobile currently this is looking like this, but we can make it much better. Okay, so first select the banner section and decrease the min height to 585 pixel. And then select the text editor, decrease the font size to 42, and here you can see the text are touching the wall of the screen. So we can go to the advanced and add some padding on the right, like 20, and on the left 20, and it will be perfect. Okay, so this is looking like this, but we can see these fires are too big for the screen size, so we can select the first fire and decrease the width of this image, like make the width 118 pixel. It'll be here, but go to the advanced and make the vertical offset. We can just drag it down and make it like 324 pixel. It'll be nicely here. Now select the second one and make the vertical orientation same, 324, and of course decrease the size of it with 118 pixel, and it'll be perfectly here. So this is our mobile mode looking like this. Perfect. Okay, so our banner section is fully responsive and it's looking super gorgeous. Now it's time to add our next cool section, which will be a marquee section. So after this banner section, we can take a new container. Click here and add this container inside this box. It'll be here, but I'm gonna drag this custom code all the way to the bottom to keep it separate. And by the way, in our page, we cannot see the custom code if we just close this panel. We can just see it during the building mode. Perfect. Okay, so let's double click on this new container and rename this marquee section. Okay, so first make this content width to full width. Then scroll down, make the gaps 0. Then go to the advanced and just on the margin top minus 32 and just make the gaps all 0. Okay, so now inside this, let's add a new container and I'm going to rename this marquee front. So basically there will be two marquee. One is marquee front and one will be marquee back. So, okay, first on this container, make the content width full width. Keep it 100%. Then go to the style and add a background color. I'm going to type a code which is EE4D00. We'll have a nice orange color. Okay, after that, let's go to the advanced and make the margin 0 and padding on the top 6, on the bottom 6. Okay, and make the Z index here 2 because this is the front one. Okay, now inside this, let's add a new container. And first make the container's direction row, then padding 0 and wrap to no wrap. I'm going to show you why I'm keeping this setting. But before that, go to the advanced and make the padding 0. And we need to add a widget here, which is called icon list. Drag it here inside this container and it will basically have some list with icons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all the list except for the first one because we cannot delete it. So open it and we can change the text here. I'm going to type a text here. And then we don't need this icon, so we can click here to remove it. I'm going to use a custom icon. We can click on this upload SVG to use our own. Here it's saying enable the unfiltered file uploads. Just click enable. And in here we have to add the icons we have. And if you have downloaded the folder from the description, you should also have this SVG folder. Open it and you'll see all the SVG icon we need. So just select all of them and drag it here. And all the icon will be uploaded. But after uploading, if it's showing only one, it's a little bug. Just close the panel, publish the whole page, and refresh the whole page. Okay, after refreshing, just go to the widget. So here we can click on this upload SVG and you'll see all the SVG available here. So first I'm going to select this one. And this has been added as an icon of this list. Okay, now after adding, close it and duplicate it 3 times. We'll have 4 and now change all the text. Okay, so I have just added 4 keywords. Now I'm going to clone these at least 4 times for each. So deadlift 1, 2, 3, 4 deadlift. Then pilots 1, 2, 3, 4 pilots. Then same for the cardio and plank. And now I'm going to shuffle all these. So here after the deadlift it should be pilots. After pilots it should be cardio, and after cardio it should be plank. Place it carefully. Deadlift, pilots, cardio, plank. And let's repeat the order. Okay, so everything is ordered. Now, after adding all this text, I'm gonna click on this layouts inline and it will be placed all in a row, exactly how you want it. Now let's go to the style tab to style this really nicely. So first here, make the space between 40 pixel. Then go to the icon. And we have this icon color. We can click on here and drag the second slider all the way to the left to make it fully transparent. We don't need any extra color. Then on the sides, this is the size of icon. We can make it 44 pixel. It will be bigger. Then gap, make it 20 pixel. Gap between icon and the text. Then in here, make the horizontal alignment center and vertical alignment center. Then scroll down, open the text. And here, open the typography. Select the font family, Oswald. Then font size 32, font weight 500. Then let's use this transform uppercase to make it all uppercase. Then line height 44 and the latest spacing type minus 0.02 just to make it a little bit compact. And by the way, make sure the letter spacing is on the EM and then type the same thing. Okay, perfect. Now close it and let's change the color of this. Type a code 040202. It'll be like this, already looking better. Okay, after that, go to the advanced, on the padding, on the top 11, on the bottom 11. And now I'm going to do the real magic. I'm going to make it move. I'm going to move all the text, move like a train. So let's go back to the GFD, and in here you'll find this marquee style CSS. Copy all the code, add it to the code base, and then go back to grab the CSS class. We need this marquee content first, and we just need to add it on this icon list, CSS classes. And after adding, you see the text is being moved to the left like this, looking really cool. Okay, now we gotta do one thing. Select this container, go to the style, open the border, and we can add a nice border around this whole thing. So border type solid. It'll add a border like this, but let's edit it a bit. Make the border width 1 pixel, border color 4040202, and the border will be looking like this. Really cool, right? See how a simple border can make it look 10 times better. Okay, now we gotta do one more thing. Click on this marquee font, go to the advanced, scroll down, open this transform, and open this rotate. Click here, and with the rotate we can actually rotate the whole thing like this. And here I'm gonna type 4.7. It'll be like this. It'll look so cool after adding the second one. Okay, so after the marquee font, I'm gonna add one more marquee, so we can just duplicate this. It'll be here. We can just rename this marquee back, then select it and go to the advanced. Let's make the transform rotate minus 4.22. It'll be here first, but let's close it, open the layout, and make the margin top minus 80 pixel. It'll be perfectly placed like this, looking super cool now. Okay, now let's change the style of the second marquee. So marquee back, just go back to the style and change this color to simply 505050, and it'll be like this. Now we gotta select the icon list from here, and we actually gotta change the icon. So I'm gonna open each of them and change the icon to this one. So let's do it really quickly. I'm gonna be back. Okay, so I have changed everything. Now let's go to the style and open the text. Make the color all white first, but I'm gonna drag the second slider around here to make it a little bit transparent. Like at the end, just add 66 and it will have this color, looking really cool. But we gotta send this thing to the back, right? So we can select the marquee back, go to the advanced, and make the z index 1, and it will be back of this first one, because the marquee front is having z index 2 and this one is having z index 1. So higher the number, forward the thing is. Okay, so this section is looking really cool. This is one of my favorite section. This is basically separating the banner section from the rest of the section, so we can just make it fully responsive now. On the tablet mode, honestly, this is not really bad. We can actually keep as it is for the tablet mode. But in the mobile mode, let's see, we have to do some work here because this is looking really big. So let's open it and first select the marquee front, and of course select the icon list first, then go to the style, and first thing we can make the space between 20 pixel, then open the icon, decrease the size to 28 pixel, then open the text, make the text size 24 pixel, and line height 1.2 em. So now this is looking so much better already, right? So let's just do the same for the other one. Open the marquee back, select the icon list, space between 20, icon size 20, text size 24, and line height 1.2. And this will be looking like this, but I think we have to select this mark cube back. On the margin top, let's decrease it to minus 63 pixel, and it will be perfect here. Okay, so overall this thing is looking really cool. And now let's see how our front-end website is looking like. So you can publish the page, we can go to the landing page, or we can click on this preview changes and it'll open the landing page ultimately. And we can see our website is looking like this right now. So far so cool. Alright, now let's move ahead and make our next cool section. But before that, I'm going to show you a really important settings, which is the global settings. By doing the global settings, we can significantly increase the speed of our work process in the Elementor. And it's really easy, just click on the site settings. And we have so many options here, but we really need to just work on few of them. So click on this global color first. And here we have all the system colors like primary, secondary and all. But we're not going to touch it because this is our landing page. And if you already have a main website, you definitely should not touch these. So we're going to simply add our custom colors. Click on this add color, and I'm going to just rename this orange, and click on this color picker and type a code E4E00, and we'll have a nice orange color, the color we're using the most. Okay, then click on save changes. Then click on here to go back, and now go to the global fonts. And here the concept is same, we're not going to touch the system fonts, instead create custom fonts. So click on here, let's rename this one Oswald, and click on this pencil and choose the font family Oswald. Close it. And from now on, we never have to type Oswald in our font family to choose it. We can just click and directly select Oswald. You'll see it practically, just wait. So after the Oswald, click add style and add DM Sans. Click here, search DM Sans and select it. Okay, after adding two fonts, click save changes. Now go back. And now it's keeping all these options. I'm going to go to the layout. And here we just need to make the gaps all 0, because on almost every container we manually have to make the gaps 0. So I just made the gaps 0 here by default. Okay, now click on save changes, and we're done with the global settings. Now click on this close icon, and you'll see so many advantages of doing the global settings. Okay, so now let's move ahead to create our next section. So it will be our about section. We can take a container and rename this about section, and we can also drag this custom code on the bottom. Okay, so let's work on here. First, let's make this width 1280 pixel, and let's make the min height 898 pixel, and the section will be this long. Then scroll down, and you see by default the gaps is 0 now. But for this section, I actually want the gaps 20 pixel. Okay, now go to the style tab, and let's add a texture on the background. So we can use the background type classic, choose an image, and from here scroll down and select this BG5, and the particle texture will be here. Now here scroll down, make the position center, and repeat Y display cover. Now go to the advanced, margin top 58 pixel, and padding all 0. Okay, now inside this let's add a container. Make the container's width 1170 pixel. Then make the direction row, and I wanted to make the gap 0, but it is already 0. So let's go to the advanced tab and just keep the padding 0. Now inside this container, let's add one more container, and I'm gonna rename it left content, and keep the width 363 pixel, and go to the advanced, margin top 96 pixel, also the padding 0. Okay, now we're ready to add some contents in here. So first I'm going to add a heading widget and change the text. After, go to the style, and on the typography now, instead of selecting the font family manually, we can just click on this earth icon and choose Oswald, and you can see the Oswald is already selected here. It saves time. Now we just have to make the size 64, font weight 700, bold, make the line height, select the EM and 1.2. Close it. And let's make the text color fully white. Then go to the advanced, margin bottom, 20 pixel, and here choose the width, custom, and custom width, select pixel and 300 pixel. It'll be this shaped. Nice. Now after that, let's add a description by using our text editor widget. Change the text, then go to the advanced, and on the typography first select the DM Sans. It will be selected here. Just add the size 18, font weight 400, line height 26, and the color, let's add a custom code D7 D7 D7. Nice. Now go to the advanced, on the margin bottom 30 pixel, and width, custom width 363 pixel. Nice. Now after the description, I'm gonna add a button for the first time in our design. So let's add a simple button first and change the text. With this text, it says about us with some brackets and plus, and go to the style. Then first make the typography DM Sans, open it, make the size 18 pixel, make the weight 500, and line height 26 pixel. Close it. Now on the text color, make it fully white. Then make the background color. We can just click on this earth icon and choose the orange color instead of typing it. Perfect. Now scroll down and add a border on this button. So border type, solid, then border width 1, and border color, choose the orange color. The border will actually help us on the hover effect. Okay, now make the border radius 100 pixel to make the button fully round shaped. Okay, now let's unlink the padding. Then on the top, 14, 50, 14, and 50. Okay, the button shape will be like this. Now, let's add a simple hover effect. Switch the hover, keep the text color fully white, but make the background color. Click on here, and if we take this second slider all the way to the left, it will be transparent. And now, if we just hover over this button, this is giving us this effect, right? Cool. We can actually also make the text color orange, and it will be even better. Nice. Okay, so this area is done, looking great. Now let's close this lift content, and right after that, add a new container. And rename this right container. Okay, so basically on the right content, we'll add two types of things. One is some images, and other is some informations. So let's add a container for images, and we'll rename this image wrapper, and make the image wrapper's width 491 pixel, and make the padding 0. Then make the z-index 1. Now inside this, let's add an image widget first. Choose the image, scroll down, you'll find this one, select, and make sure the image resolution is full. Go to the style and make sure the width is 100%. Go to the advanced, make the z-index 1. Okay, after that, let's add one more image, and it will be for the fire texture. So we can just drag and drop this image here, but it's on the top. We need it on the bottom, so we can just simply drag it down like this. Okay, it will be here. Now select the image, and from here we'll find this fire 6 image. Now let's position this. Go to the advanced, position absolute, horizontal left, offset minus 229. You'll be here. And vertical orientation top, keep the offset 0. And also let's make the z-index -5, so it'll be on the background of this image. Okay, so we're basically done adding images here. Now close this wrapper, then right click, add new container, and I'm gonna rename this counter wrapper. And here we're gonna add some interesting things. But first make the width 491, and here make the justify content end, and gaps I want here 30 pixel. Then go to the advanced, unlike the margin on the left, minus 173 pixel. Okay, then padding 82 pixel. But here the thing is, the counter wrapper is placed here because I think I forgot to add direction row on this right content. Yes, so if we make it direction row, this counter wrapper will be in a row here. Okay, so inside this counter wrapper, let's add a container, and I'm gonna rename this item. Okay, so make sure this item content width is full width. Okay, now here let's style this item. Go to the style, add a background color. Let's type a code FA6D01. It will be like this, but I'm gonna make this container transparent by using the slider. But to be really specific, at the end, delete 2 digits and type 1A. And it will get exactly this color. And it will be really nice looking once we finish the styling. Okay, so after that, open the border and make the border type solid. Then unlink the border width and just on the bottom 4 pixel. And border color, select our orange color. And make the border radius 20 pixel. And this will be looking like this. Now just go to the advanced, on the padding top 39.5. On the bottom as well 39.5. We're going really precise with the pixels, right? After that 223 here, and scroll down, make the z index 2. Okay, now we're ready to add contents inside this container. After adding, I'm gonna rename the new container content. Okay, now go to the advanced, make the padding 0. Now in this content, let's add real contents. So I'm gonna add a new widget which is called icon box, and it basically adds an icon, a title, and a description. So first let's change the icon. I'm gonna use our own icon. From here, select this one. Okay, then change the title to this, and in here I don't need this description, so I can just select and remove. Now go to the style. Okay, so first make the icon position left, and it will be on a row, and vertical alignment middle. Then icon spacing here only 9 pixel, and content spacing 8 pixel. Now let's open the icon. Make the icon color our orange color, then size 45 pixel. Now open this content to edit this text. Here make the title typography, select DM Sans, font size 16 pixel, weight 500, line height also 16 pixel. Close it and make the color D7, D7, D7. And overall it will be looking like this. Pretty nice. But we can see a hover effect is here. We don't want it. So let's switch to the hover, and if we just make the color same as our normal D7, 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 and now it won't have any effect. Now let's scroll up here, go to the advanced, and the margin on the top -5 pixel, on the bottom -5 pixel. Okay, now after this icon box, let's add a container. Make the container direction to row, then make the gap 12 pixel, and align items center, and padding all 0. Now inside this, let's add a new widget which is called counter this. So it basically counts from 0 to a certain number. So you can change the number. I'm gonna make it 252, and here we can actually add suffix. I'm gonna type K here, and the K will be added after the number. And from here I'm gonna remove this title. Okay, now let's go to the style. Here open the number, make the color fully white, then typography, select Oswald, make the text size 60, weight 700, line height 60, and I'm gonna add a layer spacing here 1.8. okay, so overall this thing is looking like this, but I'm actually gonna select this icon box again, and at the top I'm gonna increase the minus margin like -10, and on the bottom -15, and this is looking really nice. Now I'm gonna close this item and make it duplicate. I want 3 of them, exactly like this. The thing is looking really nice. The overall about section is really cool, but we have to make it 100% perfect. So first we can see this fire texture is over this text, which we don't want. So let's select this text container, which is left content, and scroll down, make the z index 2. And after that, let's add one more image, but I'm gonna add this image right after this counter wrapper. So we can just drag this image around here. It'll be right after that, and choose the image. I'm gonna choose this one, Fire 6, and make this position absolute. He will be here like this, but make the horizontal right and vertical top. Okay, now we have to send this fire image behind all of these. So you can make the z index -1, but it's still not on the back. So we have to select this big image of this big guy. So it's in the image wrapper. In the advanced, we can actually increase the z index even more. Okay, only using z index here is not working, so we have to select the image wrapper, increase the z index to 2, and this will be even forward, and then select the counter wrapper and make the z index 1. And this also will be over the fire, but this is also over the image, which we don't want, so we can select back the image wrapper and make it z index 3. So it's perfect. Over the fire image, we have this section, then over this section, we have this image. Okay, now let's start to add simple custom CSS to make our section fully live. But I can see this fire image is still over this text, so we can just fix it quickly. Select the left content and make this z index 4. Okay, it will be fixed. Now let's add custom CSS. So go to the JFT website, and if you scroll down, you'll find this button style CSS. Just copy all of it, and we're gonna actually add a really cool hover effect on this button. So just put the code in this code base and go back to grab the class name, this, and if you have guessed it right, we have to put the class name in this button. And after adding, if we hover over on it, we can see a cool hover effect, but it's not there yet, because if you go back to the style of this button, we actually made the background transparent temporarily. So we can click here and click on this clear to reset it. Now this hover effect is looking even better, right? Perfect. Okay, next, let's bring life to this fire graphics. So we can go to the code and copy this fire-bg and select the fire graphics under right content, image wrapper, and image. Add it here. It'll start to move. Then do the same for this image. Add the class name, it'll start to move. Now let's add a blur effect on this contents. It'll look nice. So go back to the code. If you scroll down after the button, even after that, you'll find this counter style CSS. Copy the whole code, put the code in here, go back to grab the class name, which is this, and add the class name in these items. So we can just select the item here, add the classes here, and you'll see a cool blur effect over this. Now just add the class name on all the items and we'll be good. Okay, and now we can see this is so cool, but one thing we can see, the text is compact like this, so we can quickly fix it. Select this description, this heading. If it's not working, then go to the style, open the typography, and make the layer spacing -1.5, and it'll be compact and instantly fixed. Okay, so one more custom CSS I'm gonna use, which will be directly in our about section. So from here, if you scroll up, you'll find this background object animation. Copy it, put it here, and grab the class name hero and put this hero class name on this about section. And the particles on the background of this will just animate nicely. Cool. And by the way, with this animation, we're having the vertical scroll. This is annoying, so we can fix it really easily. If you ever have any vertical scroll or horizontal scroll on any container, you can just go to that container's layout, then on this additional options, and select the overflow hidden, and it'll be fully packed. And hey, one thing I can notice is we actually have to fix this thing. After duplicating this, it became like this, so we can select this one, icon box, and we can edit the margin a bit. Let's try -5 pixel here, and this is better. So you can simply do the same for the other ones. So select -5 pixel and this -5. Okay, now one last thing here, we can select this content under the item and go to the layout and make the width custom, and on this field just type max hyphen content, and now this content will only take the space it actually needs, no more than that. Okay, so we can just right click on this content, copy, select the other content, right click and paste the style. It will be the same. Select and paste the style. Okay, now this part is looking perfect, and we'll just change all the text and content after we make the whole section responsive. So let's see how it's looking on a tablet. So we have to fix it. Okay, so first thing, select this about section, go to the advanced, unlink the padding. On the padding right, add 20 pixel, and on the left, same 20 pixel, and we will have some space on each side. Now select this container under the about, go back to the layout and scroll down, make the wrap. After making it wrap, every item under this container will fit comfortably like this, but we have to improve it. So first, let's start fixing this. So for the tablet mode, I'm gonna make everything on the center. So select the left content, go back to the layout and make the width first 100 pixel, and then make the align items center. And it'll be like this, but we'll fix it. Just keep doing what I'm doing. So on the margin top, make it 40 pixel, unlink the padding, on the left 40 pixel. After that, just select this container back and make the width 100%, and everything will be absolutely on the center, including this. So first we gotta fix this one. Select this text, make the alignment center, then go to the advanced and increase the custom width like this. Okay, also select this, make the alignment center, and also you can increase the custom width to just make it look good. Okay, looking nice already. Now let's go to this part, and this part is actually looking good already. We don't even have to work on this. So let's go to the mobile screen. In the mobile, this is looking like this, but it will be really easy to fix. Select the about section first. Okay, so under that, select the left content, and first thing, remove this padding left, make it 0, and margin top, make it 60 pixel. Then select this text and make it smaller, 32 pixel, and select the text editor. It's perfect. Now here, let's fix these first. So on the right content, select the counter wrapper, remove the high minus margin from here, 0. Then select the item, unlink the padding, on the top 25, on the bottom 25. Now inside this, select the icon box, which is this, and make the number position center. Then open the number, decrease the text size to 40 pixel, and it's not being centered, so we can go to the advanced, and if we make the width full width, it'll be all centered. Now let's do the same for these, or instead of doing that, I'm actually going to delete this two, this one and this one. Just delete, and we can duplicate this item, so it will have the same styling. Okay, and one thing, I want to decrease the gap between this item from the counter wrapper. Make the gaps 20 pixel, it'll be perfect. And the last thing I'm gonna do, select the image wrapper, and under the advanced, if we make this order to end, this image wrapper which was on the top of this will be on the bottom of this. Cool. And here we need to add some margin. Select the counter wrapper. On the margin top we can keep 20 pixel, and everything is just looking perfect. By the way, we can just remove the margin from this because this is the floor of the section. So on the image wrapper, we can remove the margin, padding, not this. So we gotta select this right content and remove the margin and remove the padding. And this is on the floor. Perfect. Okay, so we're basically done with our about section. It is fully responsive and super cool section. And now let's go ahead and make our next section. So the next section will be our really important services section. So let's take a new container, rename this services section, drag this custom code down. Okay, so on the service section, make the width 1280 pixel. Go to the style, let's add a background image. In here you'll find this one, this smoke image, BG3. Then here make it full, position, make it bottom right, and repeat. And display size cover. On the padding top 124, on the padding bottom 124. Okay, now inside this, add a container. Make the container width 720 pixel. Make the margin bottom 48, padding 0. And also make the self align center. And inside, I'm gonna add the title of the section and a pre-title. So add a heading, change the text. On the style, make the alignment center. Make it DM Sans typography, font size 16, font size 18, font weight 700, and transform uppercase and line height 28 pixel. And change the text color to orange color. And make the margin bottom 14 pixel. Okay, so this is done. After that, add one more heading to add the main title. Change the text to this and go to the style. Make the alignment center, typography Oswald, font size 64, weight 700, transform uppercase and line height. Select the EM first, 1.2. And lastly, on the layer spacing, select the EM and type minus 0.02. It'll be a little bit compact. And finally, text color white. Okay, so the pre-title and title is done. Right after that, I'm going to add a graphical image. Add the image first right after the heading. Change the image. Select this one. Make the image resolution full. And let's position it nicely by making it position absolute. Then horizontal right, offset minus 70. Vertical bottom, offset 38. And we gotta change the width of this image. On the width, make it 175, and it will be nicely here, but we have to increase the z index of this text. Make it 2, and this will be back of this text. Nice, this thing is looking nice. Now close this container. Now after this container, add a new container, and I'm gonna rename this service wrapper, just renaming. And here, make the direction row, make the gaps 16, and inside this, add a container and rename this item, and it'll be the main item of the service. And on the item, make the mean height 560 pixel. Go to the style, and let's add a background image. I'm gonna select this one, and it'll be here, but first make it position center, and repeat, no repeat, and this image will stop repeating itself. And make the size cover, and it will cover the whole thing. Now I want to add some overlay over this image, so we can actually use this background overlay, and by adding the background color, for example, I'm adding black color, an overlay like this. But instead of using the plain color or classic, I'm gonna switch to gradient. And with the gradient, we can use two colors. So on the first color, let's make it fully black first, 60. Then after 60, just type BF. It will be semi-transparent. Close it. And make the second color fully transparent like this. And here on the first location, make it 8.21%. And make the second location 63. And then we have this opacity, make it 1 like this. So you already can notice the overlay here. Now scroll down, go to the border. Make the border solid, border width 1, border color FF5 30054. You'll have this color. Then make the border radius 12 to make it round. And we're done here. Go to the advanced and just make the padding 0. Okay, so before we start to add items in here, I'm going to select this item and duplicate it so that you can see the actual shape of this card. Okay, so currently this is looking like this. Already nice. Now let's add items inside this. First thing, let's add a simple heading. Change the text. Go to style. Make the alignment center. Typography Oswald. Font size 14. 40 pixel. Font weight 500. Line height 48. And close it. Text color fully white.
And here unlock the padding on the top 52, then on the right 20, left 20. Okay, now after this heading, let's add a container. And I'm gonna rename it hover content, because I want to show some content on hover. Like if I hover over on this item, some content will pop in. Okay, now make the hover content min height to 60 pixel and go to the style, open the border, unlink the border on the bottom 12 and on the left 12. Now go to the advanced, on the padding top 100 pixel, on the right 32, bottom 32, left 32. And now let's add those contents. First I'm gonna add an image. Choose the image, scroll down, you'll find this one. This is called BG6. We'll be here, go to the style, make the width 100% and go to the advanced. Make the position absolute, horizontal left, vertical bottom, and z-index -1. Okay, now after this image, let's add a text editor to add some description. Change the text, go to the style, make the font family DM Sans, make the typography 18, font weight 400, line height, select EM 1.5. Close it, and change the text color to fully white. By the way, you cannot see the text because the text fallen under this image, so we can just increase the z-index of this text and it will be visible. Okay, so scroll up and on the margin bottom 16. That's it. Now let's add a button right after the text. Change the button text to view more, third bracket plus and third bracket. Okay, so we cannot see the button as well, so just quickly go to the advanced, make the z-index 1. It will be visible. Now go back to the style, make the font family Oswald, font size 18, font weight 600, then transform uppercase, line height 28, close it, and here make the text color orange, and I want the background color fully transparent here. I don't need the background at all. Okay, and also make the padding all 0, and then on the hover, as a hover effect, I'm just gonna change the text color 575757. It'll be like this. Nice. So this is basically it for this popping hover effect. This is right here, but if we just select this item and from the layout make the direction vertical and make the justify content space between, it will be all the way on the bottom. And if we close this, it will be looking like this. But what I want here, this thing should be hidden like this, but if we hover over on it, it should pop up from the bottom. Okay, so to add that hover effect, we need to use the custom CSS. So just go to the JFD website and scroll down. You'll find the services item hover style. Just copy the whole code, add the code, go back to the grab the style, and first copy the service item and add the class name in this item. Here it doesn't change anything, but just grab this hover content and select this hover content, add the class, and it will be hidden. But if we just hover over on it, it's just popping up from the bottom. Okay, but one problem we can see, this is looking bad, like it's appearing from outside of this card. We can fix it really easily. Just select the item, go to the layout, scroll down, make the additional option on the hover flow. If you select hidden, and now it will be appearing from inside the service card. Nice. Okay, so open it. Now what I'm going to do is delete this 2 item and duplicate the perfect item. Okay, and all are having this effect. Now let's quickly change the image and texts. For this text, change it to this, and for this image, select the item, go to the style, change the background image to this image. Then for this one's text, keep it the same but change the image to this, and actually change this text
to this. Okay, so after that, let's add a simple button in here. So instead of creating a button from scratch, we can just copy this button and paste it here. And change the text of this button to this, and go to style, scroll down here, let's change the padding right 32, padding left 32, and also make the position here center, go to the advanced, margin top 48, and overall the section is looking like this, really cool and informational. Okay, now let's make the section fully responsive. It'll be easy. So on the tablet mode, this is looking like this, but we can make it nice. First, select the services section and make the padding 80, 20, 80, and 20 pixel. And select this text, decrease the font size to 40 pixel. Then let's fix these items. First, select the item container and let's decrease the min height to 400. Then select this text and decrease the font size to 28. Then select the hover content. Then unlink the padding. On the top, keep it 100, then 15, 32, and 15. Then select this text. Make the typography font size 400 pixel. Then select this image. Go to the style and make this height 260, and it'll be just fixed. And just do the same with these ones. We can just copy and paste the style, copy this item, paste it to the other item like this, then copy this text, paste the style to this text and this text. So like this, just copy and paste everything. Copy this, paste it into here and here, copy the text, fix here, here, and finally this image. Fixed, and last image, and fixed. Oops, but we mistakenly changed the image as well, so I'm just gonna bring it back. Okay, now this is looking perfect. Now let's fix it on the mobile mode. So the mobile mode, this is the easiest, and actually this is already fixed. We don't even have to do any single thing. Okay, so this section is easily done. Okay, so we have to change it here as well. Just bring back the images. Those images are back because we have used the copied styling. Select it, and we're done with the section. Looking really cool overall. Okay, so one thing, I want to add some more texture to actually fulfill the empty space on this section. So let's add this quickly, like some fire images and textures. So here, let's close the service wrapper. This is fully done. Now after that, even after the button, let's add image. Select the image, and here you'll find the fire 7. Let's position it. Position absolute, horizontal left, vertical top, and add the fire class name. This. Okay, the fire will be here. After that, let's add a texture image. Okay, so you can select the image and click on this image. Click here and select this one, BG4. And the texture will be here, but make sure the image resolution is full. Okay, go to the advanced, make it absolute, horizontal left, vertical top. The texture is here. And one last thing, I actually want to move this smoke around this section, so we have the code for that. If you scroll down, you'll have this membership section background. Copy it, add the code here, and copy this membership class name and select the services section. Add the class here, and the smoke will start to move. Actually looking pretty good. See? Perfect. So basically this section is done, looking cool. Now let's move ahead to the next section, and that will be a really important section. We'll show all of our membership plans and we'll make it look really attractive. Okay? Alright, so let's take a new container and rename this membership section. Drag this custom code down. Okay, so make the section's width 1280 pixel. Then go to the style and let's add a background image. From here you'll find this texture. Here make the position center. Then repeat X. The display size cover. Then go to the advanced. Padding top 124, padding bottom 124. Okay, now inside this let's take the first container. Make the container's direction row. Align items, end, and margin bottom 48, padding all 0. Inside this add one more container. Make the width 759. Go to advanced, make the padding 0. Okay, now inside this I want a pre-title and a title. So instead of making it from scratch, we can just grab it from here. So we can simply select this two by holding Ctrl and selecting, right click, copy, and paste it here. Here we like this, but of course we gotta change the text. Here membership, and here membership rates. Okay, so let's style this. Go to the style, simply make the alignment left. Select this one, make the alignment left. Okay, so we want it on the left side. Okay, now let me just rename this container cont just shortly, and after this cont let's add a text editor. If we just add it here, make sure this text editor is outside of this cont, but this is currently inside, so I'm just dragging it out and dragging it down. Okay, so it'll be side by side like this. Now change the text. It'll be here. Now go to the style, make the typography DM Sans, font size 18, weight 400, line height 28, text color white. So this is looking like this here, but if we close it, it'll be looking like this. But we have to decrease the width of this text because it's looking bad. You can go to the advanced, select the custom, select the pixel, and make it like around 500 pixel. Okay, so make it 515 pixel and it should be great. Okay, so after all these, let's start to make our main thing, our pricing tables. So after this container, let's add one more, and here make the container's direction row, container's gaps 20 pixel, and padding just 0. And inside this, simply add another container and rename this item. This will be the main item. Now go to the style, color it, type the color code 040202. And this color also will be our commonly used color, so we can just click on this, create new global color right from here, and we can rename this color maybe black, and click create, and it will be saved as a global color. Now open the border solid, border width 1, border color 292929, and border radius 12. And go to the advanced tab and make the padding 0. Now inside this, let's add container, and I'm gonna actually rename this top. So basically I'm gonna separate the whole card in 3 parts: top, middle, and bottom. So just adding the top right now. Now just go to the advanced tab and make the padding 32. Now inside the top, let's add heading widget, change the text to 01. Let's go style it, select the Oswald, text size 24, line height 32, and text color fully white. And here make the margin bottom 20 pixel. Okay, after that, add one more heading here and change the text to this. Go to style. Here, make the typography same. Oswald. Font size 40 pixel. Font weight 600. And transform uppercase. Do like this. And make the text color white. Okay, it'll be like this. Now, one thing, we gotta select this top because I want to add a border on the bottom of this part. So go back to the style, open the border solid, border width unlinked just in the bottom, 1 pixel, border color 3C, 3C, 3C. The border will be added on the bottom, although you cannot see it right now, but we can see it later. Okay, now after the top, let's add one more container. Name it middle. Go to the advanced, margin bottom 48 and padding 32. Now inside this container, I'm just gonna add one widget icon list, and you already know what icon lists do. Add some list, so delete all of these, and on the first one change the text and change the icon, and we have our own plus icon over here. Now just duplicate this and quickly change all the text. Okay, so I have changed. Now let's go and style this. Here, first make the space between 12. Open the icon, make the color fully transparent, and make the size of the icon 20 pixel. Then scroll down, open the text. Font family DM Sans, font size 18, font weight 400, and line height 28 pixel. Close it, and here make this text E7, E7, E7. Nice. Okay, so a little bit like this here. We're done with the middle for now. Now after that, add one more container. Oops. And rename this one bottom. Now on the bottom, let's make the direction row. Go to the style to add some border. Here, border solid. This time border width on the top 1 pixel. Border color same, 3C, 3C, 3C. Now go to the advanced, make the padding 0. Okay, now inside this, add a container, make the direction row, and make the align items end. Go to the advanced, padding on the top 24 and bottom 24. Now inside this container, let's add heading. Change the heading, show this price, go to the style, change it to Oswald, font size 40, font weight 500, line height, select EM, then 1.1. Okay, and text color, make it fully white. Now after this, let's add one more heading widget and change the text to this. Go to style and select the typography DM Sans first, and 18 pixel, 400, and 28 pixel, and text color fully white. Actually not fully white, let's make it E7, E7, E7. This is actually better. Okay, now after this container, add one more, and go ahead, make the padding 0. And inside this, let's add a button. Change the text to buy, and go to the style, make the position stretch, and this button will cover the whole width. Make the typography Oswald, and make the size 40 pixel, make the weight 500, and line height 48. Text color white, and background color orange. Then border radius, I'm going to unlink the border radius, and just on the bottom 12 pixel, so we get the corner rounded only on the bottom here, and there's a reason for it. So after that, make the padding on the top 20, on the bottom 20. Okay, so that's it for this button, and now if we close this, you'll see why I made the buttons shape like this. This is matching with the edge. And hey, by the way, we gotta fix this issue here. We can select this first container under the bottom, and on the left we can add 32 and it will be fixed. And one more thing, we can see some gap under this button. We don't want that, so let's see what I can do. We have the padding 0 here. Okay, so basically our first pricing plan table is done. Now I'm just gonna select this item and simply duplicate. And it will have this shape. It's looking pretty good, as you can see. Looking pretty solid. And now let's add some custom CSS to fulfill this section. So go to the JFD, and we wanted this code, but this is already in our code base, so we can just copy this membership class name. We have actually used that before, so add the class name in this membership section. Add it here, and the texture will start to move. Nice. After that, we have this membership pricing plan hover and button style. So we need whole code. Add the code in here. And go grab the class name. First, this membership details. We gotta add it to this icon list, right? So here, edit, and now on hover, you can see the icons are moving nicely. Pretty solid. Finally, copy this membership button and add it to this button. And the gap under the button will be fixed. As you can see, it had the gap like this, but this is now fixed. By the way, we've just forgot to add a hover effect on this button. So we can add a simple one, or we can just add our existing one from here. Just select this, and from here we can copy this BTN orange and simply add it here right after this class name. Just add a space, and if we just paste it, it'll have the hover effect. Perfect. So let's quickly make everything responsive, then I'll just change the contents in here. So first, on the tablet mode, select this second container, and from the layout, make it wrap like this, but select the item 1, make the width 48.5. It'll have this size, and if we just make everything like this, paste the style and paste the style, it'll be like this. Okay, easily fixed. But one thing, select the membership section, and on the padding here, we need to add some padding on the left and right, as you can see. So I'll link it on the top 80, right 20, and bottom 80, and left 20. Okay, perfect. So the tablet mode is looking all perfect. We can just select this one a bit and decrease the font size like 16 pixel. Also the line height, make like 24. Looking nice. Okay, now let's go to the mobile mode and let's see what I can do. So here, everything's already perfect, almost. So you can select this one and decrease the size a bit, like 35, and then go to the advanced, add some margin bottom, like 10 pixel, and then we can select this first container and decrease the margin on the bottom, just keep 20 pixel. Nice. And now let's quickly fix this one. Here, select this container, not this, I mean select this bottom, go back to the layout, make the direction row, but here make the wrap no wrap, so it won't break down. Now select this container, the first container under bottom, go to the layout and make the direction column, then make the align center. Then we can go to the advanced, remove the padding, and add 15 pixel on all the side. Now we can just simply decrease the size of this, like 35, looking better, and then fix this button, decrease the size, 35, and let's decrease the padding, 15 on the top, 15 on the bottom. Okay, now this card is looking just perfect. So we can go back to the desktop mode, and if you know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just delete the last two items and duplicate the perfect item because it is already responsive. So it's basically done. Now I'm just gonna change all the content quickly. I'm not gonna waste your time showing all the changing, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I have changed everything here. Now you can show all of the membership rates, all the details you require. Okay, now let's go ahead and make our next cool section. Okay, so let's move ahead and add a new container. You can just rename this contact section. And let's make the width 1280 pixel, then min height 844. Scroll down, make the duration column, then justify content, end. Now go to the style and let's add a background image for this container. So from here, select this image. Here, scroll down, make the image resolution full, then position top center, and repeat, no repeat. Make the display size cover. And in here, make the gaps 0. Okay, now inside this, let's add a container. Do nothing, just go to the advanced, on the padding just on the bottom, 100 pixel. Now inside this, let's add heading. Change the text to this, go to style, make the alignment center, typography, Oswald, then font size 100 pixel, font weight 700, line height 104 pixel. Make the layer spacing minus 0.02. And also let's make the transform uppercase. Okay, close it and make the text color fully white. Okay, then after this text, I'm gonna add one more, so I can just right click and duplicate, then change the text to this and keep every style the same. And overall this will be looking like this. Okay, looking amazing with this image. Now lastly, I'm gonna add a button, simple button, so we can just grab a button from here, add it after the text, change the text, contact us, go to style, make the position center, and here let's edit the padding on the right 32, on the left 32. Okay, now go to the advanced, add some space by using margin top 32 pixel. Now it's looking pretty nice here. So basically we're done with the simple section, but this is simply gorgeous. Now let's quickly make it fully responsive. In the tablet mode, we have to decrease the font size. Select the first text, heading, decrease the font size to 60 pixel, and make the line height 1.5 pixel. Just copy this one and do the same with this one, and it will be fixed. And the button is already good, and we can just do a thing. We can select the contact section and decrease the height from here. Let's make it 650 pixel, it'll like this. And also you can add some padding on the sides, like right 20, left 20, to make sure this text never touches the wall. Okay, so this is looking perfect. Now let's go to the mobile and select the first text, make the font size 40, and copy, paste it the other one. And this is just looking perfect for the mobile mode. Okay, so basically we're done with this section, but I'm gonna show you a trick with this button. If anyone clicks on this contact us, you can directly take them to the email app or call app. So I'm gonna show you. Click on here, go to the content. So on this link, if we type mail to, then colon, for example, an email address. Okay, now let's publish and open it on our front-end website. Refresh here. By the way, our whole website was looking like this in the front end. Super perfect. Okay, so on this, if anyone clicks on this button, and this is directly taking them to the email app. Cool, right? And then I'm gonna show other thing. Here, instead of mail to, if we type tell colon, for example, a number, a random number. So after adding it, let's go there again, refresh. And now if we click on this, it is saying open a call app. If anyone opens this from their mobile device, it will actually directly take them to their call app. And this is a great default feature. Okay, so we're basically done with this section. And now finally, we're gonna create our header and footer on this landing page. I'm gonna add the header on the top of here and the footer on the bottom. Okay, so let's start with our header. So in here, to add any container, we can click on this plus and this box will come up here. From here, I'm gonna add a container, and this is a new section. I'm gonna call it just header. Okay, so first here make the width 1280 pixel, then make the direction row and justify content space between align items center. And here let's unlink the margin just on the bottom minus 124 pixel. Then unlink the padding just on the top and bottom 27 pixel. Okay, now scroll down and we can make the Z index 10 pixels to make sure the header always stays on the top. Okay, now let's add a logo for the header. So to add the logo, we can just simply use an image widget, choose the image, and in here I'm going to select this logo. It will be here like this, but we of course can manage the width of this. But first from here, select the image resolution full, then go to the style, and here make the width 126 pixel. Okay, now it's time to add our menus. But to add menus, we have to create the menu from our dashboard. Menus like home, about, services, pricing, and all. So now I'm going to publish the page and go to our dashboard. To go to the dashboard, click on this Elementor logo and click on this exit to WordPress. I'm going to open it on a new tab so we don't lose this header. Go to the new tab and in here click on this W logo and it will be in the dashboard. Now from here, hover over this appearance and click on this menus. So here we can create the menus. First, we have to name our menu. I'm going to name it main menu. Then click create menu. Here the menu is created, but we have to add links on the menu. So from here, we can select the menus like we have the home page available here. We can select it like this and click on this add to menu, and the home will be added to the menu as a link. But we need other link also because we have other pages like about page, services page, and all. So we need some custom link. And to make the custom link, click on this custom links, and on this URL, I'm going to start with about. But to make it functional, we have to put hash before this text. So hash about, and then on the link text, we have to add a plain name like about. Okay, then click on add menu, and the about will be added. After that, we need our services, so hash services, and on the link text, services. Add to menu, then let's add pricing, hash pricing, and pricing name, then contact and name contact. Okay. Okay, so after adding all the menus, in here we can reorder the menus, but I'm gonna keep it as it is, like first home, about, services, pricing, and contact. Okay, then let's save the menu from here. Click save menu. Okay, now if we go back to our home page in the Elementor and refresh, and now we're able to bring those menus in our home page like these. So for that, we need a simple plugin which is called nav menu, like navigation menu, and you'll find this jkit nav menu. Just add it here right after this image. Make sure this is like this. And now under the menu here, if we select the main menu, all of our menus link will be loaded here, although we cannot see it because the text is having black color. So we can just quickly go to the style, scroll down, open the menu item style. From here, select the item text normal color as white, and now we can see all the menus like home, about, services, pricing, and contact. Okay, now let's go back to the content and go step by step. Okay, first thing, make the display direction horizontal and remove the alignment left from here, remove the sub-menu position bottom from here, and rest of the thing keep as it is. Now let's go to the style to nicely style the whole thing. So first on the menu height, we can control the height of this thing, but I'm gonna put here 46, and then we have this menu wrapper background color. You can click on this classic and choose the color, and you see this is the color of this background. So I'm gonna make it fully white. Then at the end of this code, add 1.4, and it'll be semi-transparent. If I close it, you can see this is looking like this. Now scroll down, unlike this padding, and on the right 8, on the left 8, and then make the margin 0 here, and the border radius 100 pixel. Now this is looking like this. The whole thing is round shaped and nicely resized. Okay, now scroll down and open the menu item style. First thing here, unlike the margin, and on the right 24, left 24, adding some space between these. And hey, also here we have this menu item typography. So first I'm going to select the DM Sans and open it. Then 18 pixel font size, weight 400, and line height 26. Okay, now here make the padding 0. Now the whole thing is looking like this. But here I like to add some hover effect, some simple one. So switch to the hover, and on the hover make the item text hover color simply our orange color, so it'll be like this. Nice. And also switch to the active and make the active color orange. So if any link is clicked like this, it'll stay that color. Okay, now we don't need any option right now from here. We'll be needing some of them when we are doing the responsive for this one. Okay, so for now this is perfect. Now let's move ahead and add a button after this. So we can just simply grab a button, maybe this one, and add it here. It'll be here, but we gotta change the text to contact us. And let's go to the style, open the typography, make the font size 16 pixel. Close it and make the padding here 24 on the right, 24 on the left. And also let's make the padding 12 on the top, 12 on the bottom. Okay, we're basically done with our header section. This is looking really nice with this design template. Now we're just gonna make it fully responsive. So in the tablet mode, you'll see it'll automatically remove all the menus from here and instead add a hamburger icon. And by clicking that hamburger, a panel will become from the side and all the menus will be there. But this is looking super ugly right now, so we gotta fix it. Open it. Okay, so first select the header and go to the advanced. On the padding, top 28, right 20, 28, and 20. Okay, add some space. Now we're gonna work on this one, this JKit nav menu. This is looking super ugly. So first, select it, go to that content and make the aligned right from here. And then let's open the style. Scroll down, remove the border radius from here, just make it 0. Then open the menu item style, and from here, make the margin all 24. And now scroll down, we need this option, hamburger menu style, which is for this one. So in here, first make the icon size 22, and here you'll find the icon background. I'm gonna make it fully transparent. Don't want a background, but scroll down, we want the icon color, our nice orange color. Scroll down, then on this close background, make it fully transparent as well. And then scroll down, close icon, make it orange. So basically we're working on these icons. If we open it, this is the close icon, I made it orange. Okay, now one thing, I want to add a background on this. So scroll up, open the menu wrapper, and you'll find this responsive background color. So from here just make it fully black and it will be black like this. So this is fully visible. And if we close it, we cannot see the hamburger menu, but we can see it by clicking on this preview changes or going to our front-end website. So in here, if we just make our screen smaller, you'll see the hamburger menu is visible after the tablet mode, but it's not perfectly placed, and it also is having unnecessary border here. So let's go back to the home, open it. We have this mobile background color, right? So make this one black as well, and then scroll down, open the hamburger menu style, scroll down, and you'll find this border type. Just make it none. Scroll down, you'll find the border type again for the closed border, which is this. Make the border none. Now publish. Go to the front-end website and you'll see the border will be removed. And it's working fine, but we have to nicely place this thing on here. So let's go to the advanced step first, and on the margin left just add 20 pixel, and here the size, make it shrink. Okay, so here we have this align self, make it int. Now publish and go to the live page. Okay, now from here let's select the width as full width and make the align self to int. Now if we publish and go to our live site, you'll see the menu is placed here, but this icon is a little bit off and the button is looking bad, so let's fix it. So here for the icon, just make it center on this align self and then select the button. On the button's advanced, make the width custom and type the width here 190 pixel Now let's publish and see how it looks. And now it's all looking just perfect. Okay, now it's time to see how it looks on the mobile mode. So in the mobile, it will be like this at first, but I have to make it better. First thing what I'm going to do is hide this button on the mobile mode because this is looking bad. So on the advanced, scroll down and you'll find this responsive. Open, and just on the hide on mobile portrait, turn this on, and it will be hidden for the mobile screen. If we close it, you see there's no button, but at the same time we want this menu, the hamburger menu, on here. If we go to the live site and try to just minimize the window like this, you'll see the icon is here, but this is off. Let's make it perfect. Okay, so here, select the header again, go to the layout. If we make the wrap no wrap, it should work. So let's publish, go to the landing page, and yes, this is just looking perfect. The logo and the menu is on the row. Okay, so basically we're done with our really nice looking header. Although this is looking like this in the building mode, but it will always look perfect. Oops, we cannot see it here. I don't know, for some bugs or something, but we always can see it perfect on our live website. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to actually make everything functional. Like if I click on this about, it should take us to the about section by automatically scrolling down. Then I click on the services, it should take us to the services like this. So it's actually really easy. So let's start with the about. Just select the about section, go to the advanced, scroll down, and we have this CSS ID, right? So we gotta add the same CSS ID we have it on the menu. So if we open this about, in the URL we have added this about, right? So just put the same about from here to the CSS ID. And let's see what happens. Go to the live site, and if we just click on this about, it's nicely taking us to the about section. How cool. Okay, so let's do the same for the other sections. Okay, so this is the services section. We can just add the CSS ID services. It doesn't matter what, just put the same thing we put on our menu. Like in the service, add this exact thing without the hash. Okay, otherwise it won't work. Okay, got the services, then you have this pricing. Here add pricing as an ID. Okay, after that we have this contact. Okay, now let's see how it works. Okay, so anyone comes here, they click on this about, it takes them here. They click on the services, it brings them here. They click on the pricing, this is here. And finally click on this contact, we're here. Okay, and click on this contact as button, the call app opens up. Perfect. Alright, so basically we're done with our header. The header is beautiful and also functional. Now let's add our last section in the design, our footer section. Okay, so let's move ahead and add a container all the way to the bottom here and just rename it footer. And by the way, I'm just going to drag this custom code all the way to the bottom, even after the footer. Okay, so first in the footer, just make the section width, make here content width full width, and keep the width 100%. Now go to the style, let's add a background color 040202, a black color. Now go to the advanced, just make the padding 0. Okay, now inside this, let's add a container, rename it footer top, and here make the footer top's width 1280 pixel, the standard width. Then make the direction row and gaps here 68 pixel, and make the padding 0. Okay, now inside this, let's add one more container and rename this item, make the item's width to 92 pixel. Then go to the style, open the border type solid, border width unlink, just on the right 1 pixel, border color 292929. Go to advanced, on the padding 116, 0, 92, and 0. Okay, now inside this, let's add a heading. Change the text, it says quick links. Here select the Oswald, make the font size 24, font weight 700, and line height 32 pixel. Make the text color fully white. Go to the advanced, margin bottom 32. Now after this, let's add a widget icon list. Okay, now just delete all the items, delete the icon, and on the text, about us, then duplicate this. We need 3 of them here. Make the second one contact, and the last one maybe blog. Okay, now go to the style, make the space between 12, skip the icon, open the text. Here typography DM Sans, font size 16, line height 24, and layer spacing minus 0.02. 02 EM by the way. Close it and make the color BT. A nice color. And this is our link. And now I'm gonna close this item and actually duplicate this. Duplicate it 3 times and we'll have 4 items. Okay. Now the last item will have a little bit different styling. Just on this width, make it 200. And if we close it, this is actually looking like this. And hey, one thing also, I don't want any border on this last links, so we can just select the last item from the style on the border, just make the border none, and it should be fine. Okay, now I'm gonna quickly change all the text without wasting your time, so I'm gonna come back in a moment. Okay, I have just changed all the text, but here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually click on this heading and do some changes. So in the typography, just make the transform uppercase and all will be uppercase, so we can just copy this and paste the style on the other ones to make sure everything is uppercase. And same with these, select this icon list, first one, and on the text make the typography transform to uppercase and copy this one and paste the style. And everything will be just uppercase. Okay, so our footer is looking like this. This was the first part. Now let's do the second part. So after the footer top, let's add new container and rename this footer bottom, and make the footer bottom content boxed and width 1280 pixel. And by the way, make sure the footer top had the content width boxed. Okay, so on the footer bottom, make the direction, row, and gaps, actually just keep it 0. And let's add a border on this bottom. So on the style, open the border solid, border width just on the top 1 pixel, border color 292929, and here just make the padding 0. Okay, now first let's add a container and make the container width 50%. Go to the advanced, on the padding on the right 32, on the left 32. Now inside this, add a text. I'm gonna use a text editor, change the text, change to this, but actually I'm gonna select the Kitpapa like this, and from the color picker I'm gonna change the color. Click on this custom and type the code E4D00. We'll have a nice orange color. Now let's go to the style to edit the whole thing. Typography DM Sans, font size 16, weight 400, line height 24, and the layer spacing, select EM minus 0.02. Nice. And here make the text color BD. And this is looking nice, copyright text. And here I think I have mistakenly put this padding on the left and right, but it actually should be on the top and bottom. And now it makes sense, right? Okay, after that, after this container, let's add one more container and make the width of it 50% as well. And in here, let's add a simple icon list. Remove all of it, edit the first one, terms and conditions. If you have the terms and conditions page, you can just link it right in here. Just add the link of this page if you have, and it will take them to there. So just remove the icon, we don't need it. Now let's duplicate it, change it to privacy policy, and make the layout inline. Go to the style, make the space between 32, and typography here in the text, DM Sans, font size 16, weight 400, and line height 24. Lastly, select the layer spacing EM minus 0.02. And of course text color BD. Now we have to align this thing. So go to the advanced and make the align itself, and it'll be all the way to the right, and just select this container, go to the advanced. On the padding top 32, padding bottom 32, and on the padding left 68 to make sure if the screen size is smaller, this text doesn't touch. Okay, so our footer is complete like this, but I like to add some texture behind this footer. So we can simply add some images right after this footer bottom. Add an image widget. I'm just struggling to paste it in the right place, so we can just place it anywhere, and we can always drag it up like this outside of this footer bottom and drag it down after the footer bottom. Okay, choose the image. From here select this one called Fire 3, place it using position absolute, horizontal left offset 0, vertical bottom offset 0, and z index -1. So it will go behind the footer, but I guess we cannot see it because of the footer color here. So actually keep the z index 0, but select the footer top and make the z index 1, and select the footer bottom, make the z index 1. And the fire image will be behind the text and all the contents. Perfect. Okay, and add the fire class name in the fire. It is called fire bg, and it will start to animate nicely. And now let's add a second texture. We can duplicate this image, change the image. From here I'm going to select this, a light one, and position it a bit differently. Horizontal to right offset 0, vertical bottom offset 0. Now let's add the class name delay-6s. Okay, so our footer section is looking like this overall. This is matching so much with the design, but one problem I can see, after we added the animation, some extra scroll bar is coming up, so we can just fix it easily. Select the footer. On the layout, make the overflow hidden, and it should be perfect. Yes. Okay, so basically the footer section is done. Now the final thing we're gonna do is make it fully responsive. It'll be easy. Let's do with the tablet mode first. Okay, so first thing, select the footer top. In the layout first, decrease the gap to 18 pixel. Go to the advanced. On the padding right and left, 20 pixel. Okay, and now we're gonna decrease the sizes of the text. So select this one first. Make it maybe 20 pixel. It's good. Then make these. Let's make it 13 pixel. Let's do the same with the other ones. Just copy and paste the style. And these icon lists. Okay, now everything is actually looking far better. Let's fix the bottom ones. Select the footer bottom, make the padding here right 20, left 20, and we can decrease the font size of this. We can make it 14 pixel, and these same 14 pixel typography. Okay, so it's perfect in the tablet mode. Now let's see how it's looking on the mobile mode. Okay, it will be actually easier to fix. Okay, so first, under the footer top, select the item. Go to the layout, and on the width, select the custom and this type, fit hyphen content like this, and it'll only use the width it needs, nothing more than that. After that, go to the advanced, make the padding on the top 30, on the bottom 30. Now let's do the same for the other item. So we can just copy this, paste the style, paste this style, and for this one just do the same, paste the style. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we gotta remove all the borders and everything from the item. So item 1, from the border, make it none. Then item 2, make the border none. Item 3, border none. And item 4, border none. So this is right now looking like this, but this thing here, I want it separated, so we can select this footer top, and if we make the justify content space between, it'll look like this. Now it is looking actually nice. Now finally we gotta fix this, so we can select this container, and we can remove the high padding from here. Also I think from this container, remove the padding, and then select the icon list, make the alignment center, and go to the advanced and make the align self center. This is looking like this, but we can see we need some gaps on here, so we can select the footer bottom, and on the padding just make everything 20 pixel, and it should be all perfect. The footer is perfect, and we are basically done with all the sections, and everything is literally fully responsive. And now finally I'm going to show you how to add entrance animation on items, and it is really cool. I'm going to show you. So let's start with the banner section. Let's use it on this heading. Select this text editor, go to the advanced, scroll down, and you'll find this motion effects. In here, select this entrance animation to fade in up, and it will fade in up when you first time load this page. Then on this animation duration, I'm gonna make it fast. It'll appear fast. Now I'm just gonna give you an example how it looks. So we're in our front-end website and someone refreshes this page, and if you refresh this page or you visit on this page for the first time, this text will appear like this. How cool. Now let's add more entrance animation on the other items. So we can select this text here on this about section, go to the entrance animation, and on the entrance animation there are so many options. You can be super creative with this. So in here I'm just going to select the fading up. Now I'll select this text, just add individual animation on this one, motion effects, entrance animation, fading up, it'll be like this. And on the button, let's make it fade, not here, here, fading up. But on the animation delay, I'm gonna add 300. So how it will look, I'm gonna show you. You see the button text will delay a little bit. Now let's add some animation on these items. It'll look really cool. So let's select these items. These are called the item. So in the motion effects, entrance animation, let's choose the fading left and make the duration fast. Then select the second item, add the same animation, fading left, same duration fast, but at animation delay 150. Then select the item, third item, and add the animation, fading left, speed fast, and delay 300. And now I'm going to show you how it looks. Just publish and go to the landing page. Okay, so if we just scroll down, and everything will come up this cool way. And if you notice here, let's refresh. On here, the other items are having the delay, making it look even better, right? Alright, now let's go back and add animation on other things. Like on these services, we can select the item here. Item 1, add the animation, fade in up, like this. Then the second item, make it fading up, but let's add delay like 150. Then select last item, fade in up, and 300. Okay, we'll see it later how it looks. Then let's scroll down. We can add things here Like on this first item, add animation here. Here, fading up, last one fading up. Okay, and if you want, you can also add animation on these things. So select this first count, add the entrance animation for 2 items at the same time, efficient, and make the text editor the same animation, fading up, but maybe add some delay, 300. Okay, so this is how you can be so creative and add animations, but this one really needs the animation. So select the heading, add the animation here, fading up, then select this one, fading up but delay like 300, and last the button. Okay, so I guess this one should have the delay 150 and this one should have the delay 300. Okay, fading up, delay 300. Okay, now finally the footer. So for the footer, I think we should not add so much animation on each things because we need to keep it simple. So just select the footer and add the animation as a whole, and the motion effect, just make the entrance animation fade in. It'll be like this. Okay, so publish our website and let's final check the website. Okay, so this is our landing page looking like this with all the nice animations and super cool designs, and of course the background graphics are so good. We have all the information you need with an eye-catchy design. Now that you know how to make a fully functional 100% responsive gym landing page with Elementor, congratulations! If you check out our channel, you'll find more in-depth step-by-step tutorials. Most of them are 3 to 4 hours long, covering everything from personal portfolios to full e-commerce websites. If you really want to become a professional Elementor expert, I recommend investing a couple of weeks into watching and recreating those websites shown in the tutorials. Try to mimic each website we built in these videos. That'll help you master different layouts and design for different industries. And that experience will boost your confidence like nothing else. Now let's talk about what's next. How to get your first few real clients using the skills you have just learned. There are hundreds of ways to get clients, but I'm going to show you one of the easiest methods you can try immediately. Step 1. Finding leads. Just go to the Google Maps and search for gyms near your location. This is just an example. You can use this method for any niche: restaurants, salons, dentists, whatever you're comfortable with. Now let's say you're in Florida. Search something like gyms near Florida, USA. And as a result, you'll find so many gyms, right? And from here, you can just click on any of them and you'll find all the details about that business. Their name, their exact location, you can see if they're having a website or not, their phone number and all. Now, we need to create a lead spreadsheet. In this way, note the gym name, the phone number, website URL, then address. You can make lists by city or even go international once you're comfortable. Step 2. Don't just reach out. Don't just reach out, stand out. Here's where most beginners go wrong. They just call or email businesses saying like, "Hi, I can make a website for you." That doesn't work anymore. You'll probably be ignored because 99% of people are doing the same thing. So here's what you do instead. Something that actually works. Show them what you can do before they even ask. Remember earlier in the tutorial when we bought hosting? That hosting gives you the power to create unlimited subdirectories like your domainname.com/examplegym, your domainname.com/Jack's Iron Gym, Sunshine Gym, etc. You can easily install WordPress separately for each gym name. Then on that WordPress, you import a base gym template, like for example Power On template from Kitpapa, Then once it's imported, tweak it just a little, replace the logo with their actual gym logo, change the main heading or motto to match their business, maybe change one or two colors to match their branding, and boom, you have just created a personalized demo site for them. Not the full site, just a landing page customized for them. Step 3. Contact with proof. Now, you're not messaging them saying, I can build your website. You're saying, hey, I have already created a custom landing page for your gym. It's fully working. Please take a look and let me know if you'd like me to make any tweaks or build out the full site. Now, that's different. That's powerful. You're not telling them what you can do, you're showing it. Now your chance of getting a reply way higher. Let's be realistic here. If you send 100 proposals like this, you won't get 100 jobs. But even if you get 1 out of every 10 to 20, that's a win. If you reach out to 100 leads, you could land 5 to 10 clients in your very first month. And even as a beginner, you can charge $500 per project. That means you could make $2,500 to $5,000 in your very first month. And if you're confident, good at negotiations, or meeting clients in person, you could charge even more. And yes, building that spreadsheet, setting up those subdirectories, customizing each demo page is a lot of work upfront. But trust me, it's worth it. Because 99% of people won't do this. They're lazy, they send a few DMs and give up. But you are different. You're the one person who takes action. And that's what makes the difference. And remember, this is just one way to get clients. There are many powerful methods. Social media strategies, freelancing platforms, SEO outreach, paid ads, email marketing, and so much more. If you'd like a detailed course where I show multiple client getting methods, step by step, please comment below and let me know. If enough people are interested, we'll make it happen. And other than that, let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of this tutorial. Or do you have any questions about what we just discussed? I'll try to personally reply as many as I can. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.